Content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
I want to thank Grandmaster and all the Grandmasters, male and female, that are here. And I want to thank you for demonstrating the greatness of your skill.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm confronted by him, the question is, what do I see in him? First of all, I see, if we're taught that when we look at another man or brother or sister, when we look at our alternate's heart, we've got to see ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now the question is, what do you see? Do you see yourself, or do you see someone capable of destroying you?
I love Simon. He loved to put me on the spot. So I'm going to say just a little bit. Before I came here, I reflected on the dates because Brother Rich does have a knack for picking dates. Today is 6/28, right? So 6 is a number of healing. But when you put 2 and 8 together, that's 10. So that's a new cycle. Those are cycle shifts that we start. So as we come here today, you know, I reflected on my own life's journey. My father just passed. And I was blessed to go to Ghana for the first time in my life to put him to rest. And not until that moment did I understand who I am. I went my entire life, almost 43 years, not knowing myself. And the last time we came here, we talked about following other people and not knowing the God who you are. But how do you know the God who you are if you don't even know yourself? Come on. What we all are searching for is to know who we are at the end of the day. When you get a reading from Simon or a session from Simon, when you get astrology, when you watch anything that Brother Rich has on his show, you're searching for pieces of yourself. Come on now. So to start your cycle shift, because we all have a mission, right? But you got to look in the mirror and say, who am I? Really look in your eyes and say, what do you bring? Who are you? What is your gift? What is your mission? You cannot be in submission if you don't know the mission, first and foremost.
Teach now, teach.
So as we stand,
Say that again, girl. You gotta say that again. Say that one.
I took this from a brother, my mom. They ain't gonna say it's from me.
T-shirt.
Okay? But you cannot be in submission if you do not know the mission. And we all have our mission, but your mission is to find out who you are. When you look at Red and Blue and Rich, when you look at King Simon, you love them because something about them told you about yourself. Okay? So as you are getting all of this energy from them, you're learning from them, learn who you are, because we are at a war, a spiritual war. We have to remember that. And you are not going to be a good soldier if you don't know your knack, your gift, and what you bring to this mission. Okay?
All
so
right.
I just want to leave y'all with that word. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for dedicating yourself to growing every day. All right, assalamu alaikum. I just have to say, King Simon, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Because I have been silent for the past 2 years. I used to do podcasts. I used to be in front of the camera. And you see who forgets you when you stop posting, and you never forgot me. You never forgot me. Red, Blue, Rashida, when y'all see me, y'all give me love. Regardless of if I posted something. So I thank you so much. I always want to let you know this is an amazing man. Like a truly amazing man. Okay, I'm done.
Let's welcome our Sister Golda X, aka Sister High Heel. She's not a stranger to my channel. She has been a very intricate part of doing great things in the community. And I want every one of you to support her in every way. Make sure y'all donate, and everything is pinned to the top of the channel. You heard her speak on the top of the mountain. We just had her up there. Let's welcome Sister Golda in the building. What's up, Sister Golda? How you doing?
Yes, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Assalamu alaikum, sister. How's everything? How's the family?
Amazing, amazing. Let me tell you, I actually have never seen that video. So
Oh, really?
it brought me right back to that moment. Y'all, it made me emotional for a moment. You know I get emotional. I'm
Right,
a
right, right.
Cancer, emotional Cancer, but that moment, y'all, like if you weren't present, the energy on top of that mountain was magnificent because it was just like everybody was in such a high, on such a high, a spiritual high. And we were just here to grow, here to cleanse and transform. And to watch that again was really a blessing. You're going to have to send that to me. Thank you.
I did send it to you actually, but you don't pay attention to my text that much, so it is what it is.
Oh, really? Y'all, you know what? I work all the time. Okay, well, okay, I'll find it
now,
again.
now
Never
you can
mind.
you can play this video over again, and you can, but I'll find it and send it to you. But I know I sent it to you. But
Oh, okay, well, embarrassing.
and happy born day to you, my dear. Happy born day. Happy
Thank you
born
so
day.
much.
How
Thank
you
you.
doing? How you feeling on your born day today, July the 19th?
You know what? I feel I've been really reflecting on life altogether, really, because I've been in a place of just work. And I think that right now I'm really telling myself I've got to start giving myself more grace, and really just kind of breathing more. So every time when you get older, you start to think about your mortality. It's a reality check, and if we live our life constantly working, when do we enjoy that? So that's where I'm at right now. It's good though.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Happy born day. Happy born day. I hope the family take you out to dinner or something. I hope something happens. So enough respect. I hope something happens. Big up to people like Fele, they checking in, and big up to Sister Naya, she checking in. She was on top of the mountain also. So
Okay.
that was good. Again, family, everything is pinned to the top if you want to support. Tell the people where the event is going to be held at and what day it will be held.
So it is our back to school wellness extravaganza. It's going to be at Stone Mountain Medical Center. That's 5462 Memorial Drive. So
Hmm.
my spa, the Experience Holistic Wellness Spa, is located in the building. I'm Suite 100. Tapping into that one energy that I'm aligned with. So it's going to be July 26th, and the time. Oh my goodness, the time. I believe it's 12 to 3 o'clock. But I don't quote me on the time. My apologies. I couldn't remember which time, if I chose 12 or 1 o'clock. But we will be out there by 12 o'clock. We're going to have backpacks for the children, jumpers. I'm getting a guy who does mobile haircuts, snacks. We've got the ice going. So it's going to be really good. We did this, the first time I did this was 2023. So that was
Yeah.
kind of the soft launch for my spa, and we wanted to make sure that we continue to do this. So we're just, continue to feed the community of Stone Mountain. Since they give us so much business, I like to make sure that we're giving back to them.
So
So,
you said it might start around 12 to 3, from 12 to 3.
yes, yes, sir.
So we better put that. I'm gonna put that in the chat right now, and that's happening on the 26th, correct?
Yes, yes. First come, first serve. Right now we have 200 backpacks. I'm striving to get 200 more. That's my goal right now. So donate, donate, donate so that I can go and get some more. Last time we completely gave all of them out within like an hour. So
Right.
it's, yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to double it this time.
I just put it in the chat, family, and it's happening. So if you have beautiful children, what are the ranges of children are you accommodating? What's the
All
age range?
Well, it's supposed to be for all school age, but I'll say like kids that are like the jumpers and stuff would be up to middle school. But it's all ages, because we've got the doctor's office. Emory is there. We've got the Georgia Harm Reduction, which is also in the building, and then my spot, which is in the building, and then we have a dentist's office. So they're all going to have stations where they're going to be giving you information, doing free health screenings and things like that. So it's kind of really everything that you could do for back to school. So it's geared to school age children
Right.
specifically. The backpacks will probably be more for people up to middle school. We're not going to have all the protractors and things like that that the high school kids need, but just it's just a really good time for the community to get together all the way anyway.
Well, again, family, big up to Eight Escape. She's in the chat. Another spiritual person who's been a spiritual advisor who's been on my channel. It's pinned to the top of the chat if you want to donate. If you want to donate, she also says she donate. Can she donate some children's books that she has that her son published? So
Absolutely, I would love that. That's
okay,
awesome. Yeah.
Do you have what's your business number? Your phone number?
It's gonna be 470 six
Hold on,
five.
hold on,
Yeah,
hold
you can,
on.
and this will be just, this is my business phone, so that
Right.
I'll get it directly, not just directly to the spa, but it's 470
Hold on
six
one sec. 490.
470
Okay.
659
659.
3661.
Hold on one second. So let me write that into the chat. That's the business number, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me write that in the chat. So people want to donate books or whatever. Very good books. Say that number one more time.
470
Uh huh.
659
Six
3
five nine
3661.
659 3661.
Yep.
3661. All right, so we got that in the chat right now. I'm going to put it in the chat right now so people can actually go ahead and do what they got to do. Here it is. That's the number you could contact her. Wait a minute. It didn't come up. I thought it did. Wait a minute. It's supposed to come up. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, you got your Zelle number and the Zelle number and the business number. Got it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we're going to put that in the chat. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And it's in the chat also, just in case y'all want to contact and deal with that. She got an email up there. Also, her Cash App is there, PayPal, her Zelle, if you want to donate so she could get 200 more. Uh,
200 more. That's the goal.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's good. That's good. That's good. So what? I know you have how many? 4 to 5 children,
Yeah, I have 5 children.
and
Yeah.
she don't even look like she got one. Look at her. And today is her born day, doing her thing. And I'm glad. I'm glad. And you know, what made you decide to do the drive? Have you ever before that? Before 20, you started at 2023, right?
Yes.
Before that, were you involved with any other drives before that?
Yeah, actually, my mother used to do a lot of philanthropy. So, like, I grew up always, like, she would feed the women's shelter. So, once a month, twice a month, we would make dinner for them, bring it to the women's shelter. She did a lot of stuff, like, for Christmas. We would get all sorts of just, like, gifts and then make little gift bags for them. So, it's something that I always grew up doing.
Right,
But when it came time to open my spa, I have a philosophy. And that was how I got into the conscious community as well. You know, when I come into a community and I want something from them, I believe that I need to give back to them first.
right,
Even like when I first came to the conscious community and I started to vend, I was a vendor. But the first
right,
things I did was volunteer. I volunteered at the Healers Alchemy. I volunteered at all sorts of different places. And then I started setting up a table. So I took that same concept that if I'm going to start a business here, I want to give to the community. So I thought, okay, well, the best way is just kick it off with a back to school drive. So it's kind of something that really my mother first instilled in me, and just I decided to take that on because that's just something that I think we all have to really understand, that if we want to get something from people, I just really believe, like, feed that community. Don't be a colonizer, because that's the problem that we see with the colonizers, that they take too much, and you start to feel used. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to know your community so that we can be breaking bread together. You know.
right. Big up to the people on Instagram, the big on Facebook, the people that's watching us on YouTube. Big up to Elizabeth Carson. She's in the chat, and a few other people. That's good. Big up to Elizabeth. I'll be on Elizabeth's show on the 23rd of this month, breaking down numbers as I like to do and have a good time. Dogon family, everybody that's in the building. No, shout out to all of y'all. Again, make sure y'all donate, because donation is one of the greatest form of the shuns.
Yes.
Donation, you know.
Yes.
But we like inspiration. We like, I got it on my board too. I got application, circulation, imaginations, inspiration,
Uh-huh.
donations,
Yeah.
dedication, livocation. I like all the shuns that's
Yeah,
leading
all the
us to.
sons. Can we just shout out to Miss Carson over there? This lady is so gorgeous. Every time I see her, it's like
Oh,
this. Woo!
Elizabeth
Be
Carson,
like,
yeah, Elizabeth.
okay, then come through, sis, come through. Okay, so shout out to
Big
her.
up,
Big ups, big
big,
ups.
big up to Elizabeth. She's watching us on Instagram and everybody else that's tuning in on Instagram.
Yeah.
And thank you very much. And big up to the whole crew out of the Virgin Islands, Nia and the whole crew from the Virgin Islands. And okay, Sister Eightscape Healing says she's a Cancer as well. Yeah, her birthday just passed, June the 30th. So big up to all the Cancerian women. That's
Yeah.
my Jupiter. Cancer is my Jupiter, so I know what it is. I know what it is. I know
Now,
what it.
what is your Jupiter control? What does Jupiter rule
That
over?
deals with family. That deals with abundance. So both of my grandmothers on my mother and father's side were cancers. So that
Hmm.
always that's where the Cancer rules in my chart. My house.
Yeah.
So and cancer can be firm. They can be very. They can sidestep certain things too. Big up to Fela, she Cancer energy also in the building. She born July 22nd, right there. So big up to
Okay.
my Fela, she's in the building. Somebody I used to be in the club life with. Big up to her, the party life. She's in
Okay.
the building. So yeah, I get a lot of friends from those ways back in those days that come. So this you don't I don't have a flyer for that particular event too. Man, I wish you had made a flyer for me. You never sent a flyer because last minute. I know what it is, but
He knows me.
yeah, I know, sister here. So again, y'all see, I designed a little quick flyer for her just to make sure that at least y'all can donate. At least y'all could donate. But if you go on, you can call her about any other information about coming out. If you want to bring your children out there, your young children, they're gonna have all. I think you're gonna have bouncers and all kind of things to do, activities for them also, right?
Yes, it'll be a bounce house. I would love to get a face painter, but I've got to see if that's something that I can do. But
Right,
if there are any people that if you have something you want to bring, because this is a wellness extravaganza,
right.
okay? So I want everyone has a different wellness station. So if there is something that you would like to share with the community, let me know if you want to pop up and bring your table, bring your tent, and give this information to the community. Part of what I wanted everybody to do is have something that you can give away, right? So it's not a vendor situation. It's if you have just anything, like I'm giving away, little cards with little pens, and I did chair massages last time. Just something so that we're sharing. Because I want people to come and get educated. You don't just come and get a backpack. When you come in, you get a little passport. So you have to go to each wellness station and they stamp you, and then once you've gotten your passport fully stamped, then you get your backpack. So I've kind of made it so that you have to get this information.
Makes
But
sense.
and at first last time, people were a little bit like annoyed because they just wanted to come and get a backpack. But then after going through the stations and really talking to everybody about just the different things that they offer, they liked it because it's like you're leaving now with something that's helping you. So
Right,
you know,
right.
yeah.
So people, it's also like a networking event, also.
Hmm.
Also
Yeah,
like
it
a
is.
networking event.
It is because I wanted the different offices. Sorry, it's loud now. Of course, do y'all hear that?
I don't know what's
I
it.
wanted the different look. I wanted the different offices in my building to also have a way to educate the community. So last time we did it, they liked it because especially Georgia Harm Reduction, they do so many different things. They help people with mental health issues. They help if you have like addiction issues. They will get you placement. So it was good for them because they were able to really talk to the community and give people information, and they got a lot of clients that because people need that. So it's a good opportunity. So if you are somebody that has an offering, holistic wellness wise, or just anything that is geared to wellness, let me know if you want to come and get some information.
And it's going to be a beautiful. I'm heading out of town actually because I got to go. I may go to a funeral that day. I have to be in New York. So big up to my friend who passed on, named Ray DeJean. He was a host for the Video Music Box and all those great comedy shows out there in New York. So a lot of us are going to be showing up. If I don't stay home, stay here and just deal with the Zoom, I will definitely be in New York. So I won't be able to make the event on July the 26th, which I would love to have been able to make it. But I know you have it in good hands. I know your children are going to be there with you, helping you out also. I'm proud. I'm proud of those babies. They're doing their thing, man. They're helping you out. And tell them how long you've had your spa, because you have the experience holistic spa and wellness also, spa wellness also over there. Tell them how long you've had your spa.
So I first signed my lease January 2023.
Right.
Can you hear me well? I know it's noise
I
background.
can hear, but but you're going. There's a lot of noise in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, something just pulled up. I'm gonna walk away from it. Let's see if I
Uh,
can walk away. Um, So I started in January 2023. It's just really loud. Sorry about that.
Right.
Look, I can hear Simon now. He said outside is no good because of the noise, right? And then
Told
here
you.
goes the noise. It's a helicopter.
I already know.
Um, no, but I started January of 2023. Is when I first signed my lease. It took about a good 8 months to do the renovation. So I've been open for a year and a half. It's been a labor of love, you know. When you are embarking on something on your own and you're completely doing everything out of pocket, it definitely is a challenge. It's been the biggest challenge of my life. A challenge in tenacity, and really in organization and how to handle stress. But I think right now I'm in a good place where, you know, I'm hiring new people on. I have a sister that's coming on as my front desk. She's going to be doing Qigong. So now I'm in a place where I can like open up and have more offerings and bring more people so they can offer what they have, you know? So
Right.
it's been really good though. I think that sometimes we get into business and we don't realize, okay, it's better now. We get into business and we don't realize like it's business, you know, especially when it comes to a brick and mortar. You got a whole other household now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you have to be able, and that's where your consciousness and your spirituality really does come into place. You have to be able to move with however things are flowing. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with the stress on another level. You have to be creative, ingenuitive. You have to go with the flow of just, you know, the patterns. You know, you got the J months. The J months is January, July. You know, you already know you're gonna be slow those months. What you gonna do in the slow months? You know, how you gonna pivot for that? You know, I had to leave for a month, so my business was closed pretty much. Now I gotta pick back up. So it's all sorts of aspects, and I'm really appreciative for this experience. So right now we're doing massages. I do body scrubs. I've been super focused on like sports massage, so doing massage and stretching. Stretching has been a big, beautiful new addition to my services because a lot of people do not stretch. So
Right.
you know, you find people who have low back issues and they're saying they have sciatica. Really, they just need to stretch. You just need to stretch your legs, even if you stretch every morning. So I've been doing a lot of focus on stretch and massage. And then, like I said, we've got a sister that's going to be coming in at the beginning of the month, and she's going to start doing qigong. She's amazing. She does workshops. So we have a lot more to come. I'm really excited about it.
Right. Well, you know, I'm glad Sister Dominique will be coming in. That's somebody that I recommended to you,
Yes,
and
yes. Shout out King Simon.
I'm proud. I'm proud that she's coming in. Hey! You got to give people they do. Sometimes you know where they're supposed to be at. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, yes.
Sometimes you got to know where people are supposed to be, and
Hmm.
that's where we got to learn how to support each other and do what we got to do. Because I used to work in the massage field back in the day, and you know, although my hands are still good, I just don't do it like I used to. You know, my grandmother was the one that inspired me back in the day. That said, and my cancer grandmother said I had healing hands from when we used to massage her feet when she was young. Used to come. She was a midwife and a nurse, so she used to be on her feet all the time. So we always used to try to help her out, my cousin and I. So I think that was very important that my grandmother put that in me back in the day when we was younger. Both my cousin and I have massage. I'm the only one between me and him who went to school for it and actually got my certification, and I was going for my license, and I stepped into radio. But what you do is helpful to the community, and you got to keep on doing what you got to do to make it happen on a higher level, on
Yes,
multiple levels. You also do Reiki, right? You also do Reiki energy,
yes,
right?
yes. I do Reiki. I've been more selective about the Reiki I've been doing lately.
Uh-huh.
But I do Reiki, crystal healing. You know, I was a spiritual counselor. I still have the ability, but I don't use the tarot. But yes, I do Reiki as well. But really, with my massages, it's like with Reiki, once you're tuned to Reiki, you're tuned. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So with massage, that's incorporated all the time because a lot of times when you have tension in the body, that's energetic. So I'm releasing a lot and using the Reiki as I'm doing massage. That's why I like that. I have that, so it's not like I have to do just a Reiki session. Your massage is like a massage Reiki session altogether, anyway. But yeah, I do
Mm.
Reiki.
Without even people knowing. Not everybody knows that you're doing. You're just doing it naturally.
Yes, yes, because a lot of times, and I think we forget that our muscles, our body, and our energy is all connected. So if there's like a knot that I just can't get out, okay, now I'm asking the client, okay, what is it that you need to release? And I do something called body mapping. So
Mhm.
different parts of the body denote different issues or situations. So like say if you have a lot of shoulder tension, then you probably are having relationship issues, or you're just a lot of stress. Like I always say, the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your right side is your masculine side, your left side is your feminine side. So if I'm seeing a lot of issues in the mid back, a lot of times the mid back, it is also related to your heart chakra, right? So if you're
Mhm.
having like heart issues, if you're having any issues like as far as your emotional issues, it can manifest in the back. But also when you have issues of like who you're taking care of. So if I feel like on your back on the right side, I'm like, okay, like a lot of times men have tension in their trap or their rhomboid because they have to take care of households. So if
Right.
they're having stress about who they're taking care of or how they're managing, you'll notice they have knots there. So a lot of times you just have to use the energy, the Reiki, to clear that energy out, to balance that energy, and talk to the client. So I've had a lot of, or if people having marriage issues, all that right here, it's tension. Never, it's impossible to get the knot out. So a lot of that goes hand in hand. It's not
And,
just rubbing on people all day.
yeah, there's a difference between being a masseuse and a massage therapist.
In a
Yes,
muscle. It's a distinction, guys.
there's
It's
a
a distinction.
distinction. Yes,
What?
yes, there's a distinction. And I remember back in the day, I was offered to be just a masseuse, and I said, nah, I don't just want to rub people. And again, I tell people the story all the time that I remember doing ski trips and hosting ski trips, but also having a massage team. And I remember massaging a police officer, and she said the massage was so good, but I was very professional, no funny business, none of that. And she got up off the table, showed me her badge and her gun, and said, "You know what? If you would have done anything funny, I would have had to arrest you and all that." But that same sister, beautiful, tall, she was about 5'11", 5'12". She offered to take me to dinner after that.
You and these tall women. Hey man, look, you
Hey,
like climbing trees. You
well,
climbing trees and you
my
like
family's
it.
from Jamaica, or way down south. We climb trees. Yes, I like a good mango tree and a good coconut tree. I know
Yeah,
how to
man.
still climb them. They come, but I rather just stay cool and try to stay at least a certain level. Yeah,
Mhm.
but you know, um, a lot of people don't may not know, but can see from your look and the name that's on the thing. You're in the Nation of Islam now,
Mhm.
and you've been in the nation for how long now?
February, March, April, May, June, July. So almost 2.5 years. Almost two
Almost
and a
two
half
and a
years.
half years.
Yeah.
Have the brothers and sisters in the nation supported your ventures into what you're doing as far as a healing spa and doing what you do?
Absolutely. Yeah. Even like, on the drill team, a lot of the sisters from the drill team have come. A lot of them will purchase like gift certificates and,
Hmm.
have them as gifts for other people. So yeah, we've definitely I've seen the support there. I appreciate the support there.
Good.
Also with my products, I do have products that are at the spa. So all of my high heels apothecary products are there exclusively. So I've gotten a lot of support for that. So, and I make body butters and soaps, and then I have CBD infused body butters and oils. So that's good for, your muscle soreness, muscle tension, inflammation, arthritis, all of that. Instead of taking, medication that eats up your stomach, you can have the CBD, body butters and stuff that is going to help. So I've had a lot of support with that. Definitely. I have one sister who she was like, let me just take over the spa and, for a day and just do a whole retreat. So, yeah, we've got some good plans in that.
Oh,
So it's
okay, good,
good.
good.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
I know you moved from one unit to another. The other unit is a little smaller, but it can accommodate for smaller workshops if you had to do that.
Yes, it could accommodate. I think it could do maybe like a workshop of maybe up to 10
11. Let's go for the 11. 11, 11.
11. We'll
11,
do
11.
11
Let's go for the 11.
comfortably. So
Because
yeah,
if they're moving throughout the rooms and getting things done, it can accommodate. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're doing work in certain places,
yes,
you know.
yes, yeah. I think so. I think it. Yeah. I mean, now it's like for workshops that you're specifically learning something. Now, if you want to have some breakout rooms, that's a possibility as well. I like the smaller space. A lot of times people, and this is part of business too. I had a really big space. I was
Yeah,
originally with another person. That
yeah,
person fell off,
yeah.
so the bigger space did not make sense anymore. You know, it didn't make sense financially. So once I got the offer that I could go to the smaller space downstairs, they rebuilt it for me. So it's been good. And this is a little business side note. Be willing to change, because some people will be like, no, I want the bigger space, but no, I want the smaller space to save me money. And it got me on my floors that I like. I like my wood floors, so now we have some good floors in there.
Okay,
But yeah, so and I have two rooms to work out of. They both have sinks, and then I have my office. And there's a little open space that we can have for the workshops.
good, 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 good. Man, I'm so proud of the journey. I want to remind everybody once again. Support Sister Golda X, also known as High Heels, and contact her via email at highheels7119, which is today is her birthday, her born day, at gmail.com. And also her Cash App, $ High Heels 111, PayPal, High Heels 111. Her Zelle is 404-490-5649, and her business number if you want to call her, you want to contribute a book or a children's book or things you want to give out, pads, a bunch of pads, writing pads for children. If you want to contribute, all you have to do is call 470-659-3661. That's 470-659-3661. Tell her King Simon sent you. And the address, if you want to attend the event, it's going to be happening from 12 to 3 p.m. From on Saturday, July the 26th at the Experience Holistic Spa and Wellness. That's 5462 Memorial Drive, Suite 100. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, correct. Oh, I
Okay.
meant to say,
Go ahead.
so I just started and I keep forgetting to promote it. I've got to do good, better. I am now part of a new event called the Lock Expo.
Okay.
Just speaking on holistic wellness. It's really great. It's going to be August 23rd, but it
Okay.
is all about lock and natural hair. And so I'm really just kind of spearheading the idea of making sure that we talk about the energy of your locks and the holistic health part of your locks and stuff like that. So just when we're talking about our, holistic wellness, that is something that I do have coming up. So we're gearing for
Are
that
you
too.
are you
So
are you part of the committee or something?
yeah, so I am one of the co-coordinators
Oh, so hey,
of
let,
the
let
event.
me know if you need a speaker that can speak about locks. Cause I went through my lock journey years ago, and
Yeah,
also, but I know how to put the numbers to it too. I know how to put the
yeah,
numbers, all of
I
that.
think that'd be great. We've talked to Mama Tassili, we've talked to Georgia Me. So I'm looking for more brothers and just really trying to get the community involved, because I feel like there's so many aspects of your locks at this point and your hair, and so
Yes,
it's become a trend a little bit. So, but it's just, so I want us to see all the aspects. I will be talking about business, of course,
right.
and just being motivational about your business. But we have a breakout room that is the energy room. So just talking about the energy of your locks, your hair, your natural hair. So it's going to be a really good event. If you want more information, you can go to the Lock Expo on IG. So it's
Okay.
the Lock Expo, and that's going to be August 23rd at, what is it, 20 Cortland
Mhm.
downtown. So yeah, that we're really deep organizing that now. So I'm putting a call out to the community.
I
So
definitely
you'll be getting calls.
I
Everybody
definitely
be
want to be a part of it. Maybe I could also set up and do some consultations or whatever next to you or whatever, be part of your table and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? But
do what we do.
because
You
I
already
come
know.
from that a family of Rastas and Christians and all that, so I went through a lot of journey. I got a few comedy jokes about the Rasta community and the reggae community and what how they dislike them, and I got a whole lot. Even me being thrown out of my house because I locked up.
Yeah.
So at the age of 15, I got all them type of stories. So to encourage young people who want to keep their natural hair. There is a lot of people don't know there is a awakening history that people used to get locks cut off or killed back in the day. A lot of people don't know that history. I know the history. Y'all might look at locks as fast and fashion now, but I know the history of even my mother at one time stopped listening to a reggae artist because he locked up his hair. Because she
Really?
came from that highest pollutant part of Jamaica, and they looked down at that because a lot of them was a bunch of vagabonds. A lot of them at that time was homeless and just locked their hair just to lock their hair, but they didn't understand the culture of what Rastafari was. And I've performed for the 12 tribes of Israel and all that back in the day as a reggae
Yes.
artist. So I know a lot of history of what
Yes.
went on and what happened.
Ooh, you just gave me an idea. Okay.
Because a lot of people have a bunch of fashion dreads and they don't know that there was a whole moral stand that took place into defending the culture of
Mm, mm.
Rastafari or locking the hair or going back to certain African tribes or certain indigenous tribes here in America that also kept their hair a certain way. So we gotta look at it multiple ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. You're like, oh, yes. Okay, you just gave me a whole idea. Like, we can talk about the history of locks, you know, because that was what I said when the main backer of all this is the person that does the Sweet Auburn Music Festival. And I was like, everybody has locks now as a style, but this was my spiritual journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
Exactly.
how I started, was when I locked my hair. That's when I gave my life to a life of service. Like, so all the locks that you see, that's all the energy of this journey.
Exactly.
It was more than just a hairstyle. So that's what the energy room is geared to, is talking about it on a level of more than just being your hair. you know
Yes,
so, and
it
there's
is.
cool, it's going to be some demonstration rooms where they have demonstrations. There's going to be a business room, there's going to be a main room where they talk, but the energy room is really about the heartbeat, the pulse, the spirit of your hair you know
Right. Right.
so yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna talk, because
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
that
a
was.
it was Bob Marley was a major component to promote it on an ambassador's way. A lot of the reggae artists and soca artists, they became ambassador, but there was a lot of turmoil, a lot of fights, a lot of police officers stopping a lot of rosters just for no reason because they had their hair that way. So a lot of people don't even know, even in New York, what was going on throughout when Jamaicans came to the Americas or Caribbean people came to the Americas. A lot of people don't know the disdain that they had against people that wore locks back
Mm,
in the day in America. So
mhm,
when people think that when people think that you know that black Americans didn't show hate towards Jamaicans and they just or Caribbean people, they don't look at both sides because believe me, you had American brothers and sisters that just had a disdain for the Jamaican look or the reggae music to the point in the clubs they used to close down the clubs by playing Bob Marley. They used to
wow.
close down the club by playing a reggae song.
So
So when
that's
we
it.
talk that stuff about who's this and supporting that, if you don't understand the Americas all the way to the Caribbean Americas, you don't understand the hatred that they had against. That's why Jamaica is being rivaled right now, even at the Olympics. Jamaica and America, they're battling it out for the racing and the running. There's been a rival of a little small island against big America, when in actuality there is a big mama and big papa connection there that they don't realize. And then connecting it over to Africa, Jamaica always been a big component of promoting Africa because of the Maroons and the
Hmm.
connection with the Arawaks and the Tainos, and they was intermingled and married and did what they had to do in Jamaica and throughout the Caribbean. So it's a lot. It's a
Woo,
lot that people
woo,
are not
teach,
looking at.
teach.
I
I mean, really.
remember that.
Yes,
I
yeah.
remember.
We gonna talk, because I think that was really. You gave me ideas now. My mind just peaked up. There's actually going to be here on the 23rd, the month of official proclamation, where there will be apologizing into the Rastafari community.
Yeah, this is in
Wow.
the Virgin Islands. This is Nia from the Virgin Islands, one of my peoples I work with. one of my
Okay.
people, and we have to pay homage to those who came before and walked the life and suffered through it. And again,
Oh.
all of them was treated well. So I'm glad. What's that website again for the Locks Festival?
So it's go to the Instagram, the Lock Expo.
Lock LOC. What they doing? How they
LOC. So the Lock LOC Expo.
Expo? Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
put that right there. That's the Instagram, right?
Yes, that's the Instagram there. So there'll be a link in there that'll take you to the website, and then you have all the information there.
Oh yeah, I got some stuff to say if I'm
Yes.
allowed to say it. I got some stuff to say because
Yes.
I was born in it from 1966, 1967. Because remember, Haile Selassie came to Jamaica in '66, so
Uh
my
huh.
whole family was a part of that whole wave
Oh
in
wow.
that whole thing. So it's a family. If y'all want to find out about the Lock Festival, the Lock
Or the
Expo,
Lock Expo. Yeah, locking
yeah,
natural hair, but
yeah,
lock.
there it is. There's the link. I think I'll be in town August 23rd, so I know it's going to be happening. I'll be here, so definitely
Okay.
want to be a part of that.
Yes.
And whatever paraphernalia, if I'm a part of it, whatever paraphernalia, I will be promoting and helping out. So back to your thing happening on the 26th. Let's not forget
Yes.
what we
Right.
here for.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
what do you want the parents to bring? Uh, are there going to be food, beverages? What's going to happen there?
So I know we have Italian ice. We should be having the Italian ice confirmed, and then I'm just gonna have some like free popcorn. But really, just bring yourselves, bring your children, and just come and have a nice time. Come and have a nice time, talking wellness, and then getting your backpack. But I don't want it to just be getting a free backpack.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
time we talked, and it was nice to just have people, talking and intermingling like a community event. You know,
right,
I'm
right.
gonna have some music and stuff too.
Okay, you gonna have a DJ? Who's DJing? Or y'all just playing music off of
We
your
playing
iPad?
music. I'm DJ. Okay, I got a good playlist.
Okay, you got a good playlist. Okay, because last time I think we came around there, I came around there, and there was like a lot of vendors out there. People set up, and that was
Yes,
good. The different booths
yes,
and all that.
yeah. I'm waiting. My landlord is pro organizing with me, so we're confirming if we're having a food truck. But I know I'm gonna do some popcorn, and I know that there should be an Italian ice. So we'll have
Your
more confirmation for
your
that.
landlord was that white guy that I met?
No.
Oh no.
Well, he's one of the owners, but the
Okay.
main manager. So just a little history. This building, it was owned by the first Black physical therapist who was licensed in Georgia.
Okay. Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's some history with it, and then his son is the person that manages the building. So they,
Yes.
all co-own it.
I
So
met
he's
his
been.
son. I think I met his son.
Yes,
I
yes,
met his
yeah.
son. Right.
He's Alpha from Georgia Tech. You
Yeah.
know.
Right.
One of the alphas. But so this is good. This building is amazing because they really do like promote. Like he's really big about promoting Black business,
Yes.
and the elevation of our people on all different levels. So it's
Yeah.
been really a great experience. I got really lucky to be in that building.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And again, family, just let me put the address up there. As a matter of fact, I redesigned the flyer real quick behind the scenes. I'm very good at that, of course. There it is. You
Oh
got the
wow.
address on there now. There it is, July 26th from 12 to 3 p.m. Experience Holistic Spa Wellness. 5462 Memorial Drive, Suite 100, but it will be right down there in the parking lot. You want to do Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, you can donate. And it's donate for a good cause, an annual school supply drive. Even if you're a homeschooler, you can still get some school
You
supplies.
can still, yeah,
Of
yeah.
course,
Everybody
even if
needs
you're a
some school supply.
homeschooler, get those school supplies. You can give her a call at 470-659-3661. That's 470-659-3661. And of course, her PayPal, her Zelle, her Cash App, her email, High Heels 719. Today is her born day. Let's see everybody start showing love, sending whatever you could donate to help out the kids, help out the children, show them love because it's all about love. Spread love, spread mother flipping love, man.
Yeah.
Mother, father, and mother flipping love. So you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
what you doing for your birthday today, darling?
I am working today, actually. I'm at work. I was supposed to take the whole day off tomorrow, but I have to work again tomorrow. So I don't know. Sorry, I'm laughing only because at this point, look, I always joke and I was like, I really partied a lot when I was younger. At this time, sleep is all I need. I just need some sleep.
Just
So
need to
I'm
sleep.
working. Just some sleep. I'm working.
Are you gonna get yourself a massage or something?
I'm about to get a facial. I am about to get a facial. So that's
Right.
good because I need a facial really bad. So I'm going to get a facial, and that's my birthday gift to myself.
You know earlier before we finish, because we're right now 46 minutes in, and I want to just keep you for a few more minutes before we get out of here. You said something about tarot, and you put down the tarot. Why did you put down the tarot? And are you I know you still have the powers to help use the intuition. Wouldn't it be better to implement still tarot to your mission and what you're doing in this realm, please?
Well, I think what we have to acknowledge is evolution. What was happening, and this is before I even came to the teachings, in 2021, 2022, I was getting an influx of readings during COVID, right? By 2021, I would do a reading and I would have a spread, but I would realize that I was talking to the client and telling the client stuff. And after I got done, I looked down and I was like, I didn't look at one card, but the card still told what I was talking about.
Right.
And, it just started to get to a point, I'll say in 2022, where I would look at the card and it didn't talk to me, you know? Because when we do the cards, I say there's like two type of tarot readers, and this isn't no judgment, but you got the tarot card readers, and then you have the channels who use the tarot as a modality, right? The tarot card reader, they pull the card, they tell you what the card means, boom. But a channel who is using the card as a modality, we are really getting a divine message that is coming through, and the card is kind of just an anchor for that message. And I just got to a point where I think the evolution of my abilities got to a point where I don't feel that connection to them anymore. And it's not about a religion or anything. It's about the evolution of my journey. My auntie had told me that in 2021, she said, one day you're going to get to a point where you don't need those cards. You're just going to tell people. And I think that's where I've gone to. Reiki has really been more of what I identify with. That's why I'm very selective about who I do Reiki with, because I get so into your energy. I don't want to be in everybody's energy like that. And that's something I learned while I was being a spiritual counselor and just getting readings and readings from strangers. I realized I don't want to be in everybody's energy. But going back to the question about the tarot, it's just all about the evolution of where I'm at spiritually and the evolution of my gift. Being able to just know without knowing, and I don't need to pull a card. So now, I mean, I've looked at them. Actually, this is funny you said this. I had an experience the other day, and then I'm gonna let it go. I had did a little reading for myself. Maybe this was a couple of years ago, and I forgot that I had put the cards in a book
Right.
because the cards didn't say nothing to me. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm really done with this tarot. So this is about a week ago. I had picked up the book and I dropped it, and these cards came out. And when I looked at the cards for the first time, I was like, whoa, this is like the conversation I just had. And I was able to see, like, I pretty much read the cards, and I kind of felt like that was a little message from Allah to me, that there's always going to be a piece of who you were before, right? Don't
Right.
forget who you were before, and it's okay to be different. It's okay to change. It's okay to walk away from things, because it's always going to be a piece of you, but you can't be afraid to grow. If you say, oh, well, I do tarot and that's what I do and that's my thing, and then you never step away to anything else, then now you're limiting yourself. You're limiting your gift. So a lot of people might be like, oh, why you don't do that no more? It's not that I don't do it anymore per se. It's that I've grown to something else. I've grown to different parts of my life in different ways that I can use my abilities.
Right, and I totally agree with that because at some point you can do it without using the external card, and at some point, as just like at some point with numbers, I'm going to excel. I've excelled to a whole nother level, but there's still more to excel. But still, mathematics is life and life is mathematics. It ain't going to
Right,
change a bit for me
right.
because I understand. It's just that are you going to be caught up in the linear cycle or are you going to be caught up in the spiraling up cycle
Yes, right,
or
right.
spiral down cycle? So you don't have to get caught up in. That's why I tell people you are not the numbers, you are not the astrology sign. You are even not. You're not even the tarot card that person say it is. It's just a form of guidance to help you navigate and recognize the duality of what's going on in your life, and then you make the decision. You make the decision, and that's what's important. And that's why I understood exactly what you just said because people that depend on tarot and not depend on their intuition by itself. Because at certain times when I'm doing a consultation, and I got to big up Dr. Melanie, Dr. Layela Africa's wife. She says, Simon, you're really a psychic, intuitive being. It's just that you use the cards as something to show the people that even the numbers and the cards. I use the numbers to even show the people that, hey, my intuition is also working with this too, and working with connecting in your intuition also, letting people know that they should always pay attention to their intuition first, and then if they got to consult somebody, go ahead and make the consultation. But always consult your divine intuition and your divine connection with your creator first, no matter what you call him or her or it. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Like beep, 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 beep. That's what we
Bang, bang, bang,
needed. We needed those
bang.
little sound effects. We needed some sound effects.
Bang, 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 bang.
Cause
I
that's
turned
true.
off my sound effects. I do have it, but I gotta. But Sister Golda, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Any,
for having me.
of course, any last words?
Just you know what? We'll see you on July 26th. I can't wait to see everybody. Donate, because I still do have a goal. I have 200, but I really want to get another 200 backpacks full of school supplies. I really want to lock in a barber. So there's some things I really want to lock in. So please donate. And on a spiritual level, on a self growth level, just like I said, on top of the mountain, really like identify with who you are. Get to know yourself, look in the mirror every day and look into your own eyes and say, who are you? And even say, I love you. You are valuable. You are important. You are talented. You are interesting. So just keep on making sure that you're aligning yourself with your own spiritual growth. And that's my word. That's my birthday word for y'all.
That's a birthday word for you.
Yes, yes.
I will I will make sure I send that speech that you did on the mountain via your DM. If you don't
Yes.
mind, I'll probably DM it because I do have it in my I have it in my DM because I know I
Uh,
sent it to you some form of fashion. I'm just
and
trying
now
to make
the DMs I don't be down in the DMs. You know that. You
uh,
know that.
you need to get into them DMs,
I
girl.
don't be
Stop.
down in them DMs, man. People will DM me and then they go to unread and then they disappear because the DMs is a lot going on in there.
Oh yes, you're definitely right. There is a lot going on in there, and
Yeah.
I recognized that years ago.
Yeah, I'm like the quickest way to not be able to communicate with me is put it in a DM because I don't even I barely look at those things. But I have to be really intentional and go directly if somebody like if I know the person I gotta really go and catch up with like okay what did you DM me so
Well, we gonna close out with the same speech you gave on the mountain, and we're gonna let you hear it again if you don't mind, or you want to stay on, or you want me to get it off. What you want to do?
I don't mind at
Okay, I
all.
want to close out with it again, family. Make sure you support the event that's happening on the 26th of July.
Yes.
Again, here's the flyer that I just did an annual school supply drive with Sister Golda X, aka High Heels. You can use Cash App, That's $high heels 111, paypal.me/high heels 111, Zelle, that's 404-490-5649. It's happening on Saturday, July the 26th from 12 to 3 p.m. And that's going to be at the Experience Holistic Spa Wellness. They're the presenters of it, but that whole parking lot is 5462 Memorial Drive, but her suite is 100. Donate for the cause. Donate for the cause. It's all about the children, whether you're being homeschooled, you need supplies, or whether you're going to a regular school or a charter school or private school, you need supplies. Let our sister support our sister so she can help give out 200 plus supplies to young people, or backpacks that's going to be filled with supplies. And she wants, again, please like, subscribe, and share this with family and friends on their spiritual journey, and thumb up the video, and also hit the notification bell and share again and thumb up the video. We're going to play her great time that she had on the mountain with us real quick and close out with this right here. Don't go nowhere, family. We're going to close out properly.
Assalamu alaikum, family.
Walaikum salam, sis.
I love Simon. He loved to put me on the spot. So I'm going to say just a little bit. Before I came here, I reflected on the date, because Brother Rich does have a knack for picking dates. Today is 6/28, right? So 6 is a number of healing. But when you put 2 and 8 together, that's 10. So that's a new cycle. Those are cycle shifts that we start. So as we come here today, I reflected on my own life's journey. My father just passed. And I was blessed to go to Ghana for the first time in my life to put him to rest. And not until that moment did I understand who I am. I went my entire life, almost 43 years, not knowing myself. And the last time we came here, we talked about following other people and not knowing the God who you are. But how do you know the God who you are if you don't even know yourself? Come on. What we all are searching for is to know who we are at the end of the day. When you get a reading from Simon or a session from Simon, when you get astrology, when you watch anything that Brother Rich has on his show, you're searching for pieces of yourself.
Come on now.
So to start your cycle shift, because we all have a mission, right? But you got to look in the mirror and say, who am I? Really look in your eyes and say, what do you bring? Who are you? What is your gift? What is your mission? You cannot be in submission if you don't know the mission, first and foremost.
Teach now, teach.
So as we stand
Say that again, girl. You got to say that again. Say that one again.
I took this from a brother of my mom's. They ain't gonna say it's from me.
T-shirt.
Okay? But you cannot be in submission if you do not know the mission. And we all have our mission. But your mission is to find out who you are. When you look at Red and Blue and Rich, when you look at King Simon, you love them because something about them told you about yourself. Okay? So as you are getting all of this energy from them, you're learning from them, learn who you are, because we are at a war, a spiritual war. We have to remember that. And you are not going to be a good soldier if you don't know your knacks, your gifts, and what you bring to this mission. Okay?
All
so
right.
I just want to leave y'all with that word. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for dedicating yourself to growing every day. All right? Assalamu alaikum. I just have to say, King Simon, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Because I have been silent for the past 2 years. I used to do podcasts. I used to be in front of the camera. And you see who forgets you when you stop posting, and you never forgot me. You never forgot me. Red, Blue, Rashida, when y'all see me, y'all give me love. Regardless of if I posted something. So I thank you so much. I always want to let you know this is an amazing man. Like a truly amazing man. Okay, I'm done.
Let me
I'm
tell you.
teared up again.
Now, let me tell you how important that was, because in New York, the week before, I was going through it, and I said it on the mountain, and that's why, and when I was walking in Brooklyn, New York, what's so interesting, and I said to people, I said this before at the lecture too when I spoke in New York. Brother Shabazz, big up to Shabazz because he was one of my interventions because I went through a whole nostalgic moment in New York and I started crying. And I was in a daze and I was about to walk over the bridge of Manhattan, but I didn't know, Golda, if I was going to walk over it or I was going to jump off of it. That's how deep, because you don't think people remember you. You don't think people respect you or appreciate what you're doing. So that's why I check on people to make sure that they're all right. Because if my spirit says, yo, call them, I'll call them. If my spirit says text them, I'll text them. If my spirit says, yo, hey, you all right? What's going on? My spirit is always so. Yeah, I always check on you, even when you was going through whatever you was going through with whatever family, nation, whatever you're going through. I always check on people because my spirit says, go ahead
Yes.
and move on that. And again, that moment when I was about to walk over the bridge or jump off the bridge, somebody called my name and took me out of that daze. And it was Brother Shabazz who produced that lecture that produces the lecture at LIU. He said, Simon. And as soon as he came and opened his arms to me, I cried.
Yeah.
And that was real. Because
Yeah.
you got to be able to open up and cry in front of your brothers, in front of your sisters, in front of your family. But that moment, he don't know. He knows now because we talked about it. But he don't. That at that moment, he didn't know what I was going through. So as I'm walking towards this, for somebody to recognize me and stop me in my tracks, those are forms of intervention that we have to pay attention to. Sometimes it could be a bird fall in front of you. It could be a feather that falls in front of you. It could be a leaf that falls and stop you in your tracks. It don't even have to be a person sometimes. Sometimes it's a book. Sometimes it's a person that texts you at that moment. Whatever. Sometimes those little interventions, those little spiritual nuances that happen, we got to pay attention to it. And I'm glad that I've been spiritually open, not vulnerable, spiritually open to be able to receive those messages at 8 years old, in my 20s, in my 30s, when I thought about unaliving myself. And then at that point where I didn't know what I was going to do on that bridge, either walk it, because I used to walk the bridge years ago, or leap off of it. So I knew that was very important for me. And your message on top of that mountain helped again to make me realize how important it is to keep on doing what I do. Because when I did have the dream about that years ago, and I didn't want to come back to my body, my two guides said your mission ain't over yet, and pulled me back to my body. And then boom, I came out with books after that, books after that, books after that, information, doing this, doing Richard's show, doing Sonetta's show, doing Big Show. All of that started happening after that dream. So that was crazy. So I'm telling people, pay attention to those spiritual guidance, man. They there in every form, whether it's spirituality, Islam, numerology, astrology, whatever, it's there. Even things that happen on the street in front of you, in your house, a book falls off or whatever. The TV might come on. You never know. This happened to a few friends of mine that the television came on over and over just to remind them that there's powers beyond you. You
Yeah.
know, you never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, yes, I do. I do. I was like, I gotta give Simon his flowers just for a moment. It was because Billy Carson had said something about men's mental
Mental
health
health.
month.
Yeah,
And I don't know, something just made me like I think that we forget we forget to get, I know this is corny and like cliche, but we do forget to give people flowers.
that's true.
And
While they're
you know,
alive, while they're
yeah,
alive.
while they're alive, and really to, and sometimes I think that you are like a really supportive person, and you're always the support, you're always the backbone. I see you always being the MC, you're walking around, you're helping people, like I see you do that all the time. So I think it's important that when we see people like that, you got to make sure you keep letting them know, like, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I want to raise you up. I want to make sure you know you're appreciated, that you're valued, that you a legend. Okay, like you a whole MFing legend. Okay, like let's not even play no games. On a side note, at my spa, whenever people come who are into anything conscious, they always know King Simon and they also know Risa Islam. Those are the two names that they always know. And they'll be like, oh, there's this guy named King Simon. I'll be like, yeah, you know, I know him. That's my friend. That's my friend. But it's, y'all got, I'm telling you, it's important because a lot of times when people are a quote unquote healer, it's because they had to learn how to heal themselves. And
Yes.
so there's still something in there. So
Yeah.
don't think that when you see everybody, getting raised up, oh, he on the stage, he getting awards, he still needs somebody to say, hey, I think you're really important. I appreciate you.
Doc-
So that was why my
and, you
spirit
know,
was like, I gotta say something.
and Dr. Sabi said healers need healing. He
Yes,
used to say
yes,
that all
yes.
the time. And he said himself, no matter what he was doing in the world, he needed healing. His children, his family, everybody healers need healing. So if you're on this healing journey, know that there are times when you're going to go down those moments of, snotty nose crying and tears. Believe me,
Hmm.
I've been through it. High Heels have been through it. Minister Farrakhan has been through it. Dr. Khalid, as strong as Khalid was, he knew how to cry and let it out and release when he
Yes,
had to.
yes.
Francis Cress Wells and all of the greats that you've known of. You think Harriet Tubman didn't cry? As much as they want to promote the toughness and the strong black woman, they cried.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
cried.
you can't imagine having such like responsibility and also collecting such energy from other people and not have a time where you got to release,
Right.
so you got
And
to
that's
remember that they
and
they
what
need
what's
something. Hmm?
what's the name of the brother that said the quote? You can't be in submission if you
Oh,
do not know
so
the mission.
that is Brother Rashad Muhammad. So he does the How to Eat to Live podcast
Okay.
on 10,000 Fearless YouTube. So he does that every Tuesday at 7:30.
Mhm.
And that's a good podcast. I like his podcast because what he does is how to eat to live, but there's all different aspects. Like they had someone talking about Dianetics, they had someone talking about marriage, they had, so it's all sorts of different brothers that's been in the nation and just sharing stories. But because it's like how to eat to live is more than what you eat. It's everything.
Exactly.
It's the food, the mental food, your daily habits, all of that. So yeah, it was Brother Rashad Muhammad. You should know him. He be with Griff. He be with
Oh
Professor
yeah, yeah,
Griff
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yes. I know the brother. Did the gun shooting thing. Yeah, we did the training. Yes, brother
Hmm.
Rashad. Big up to
Hmm.
brother
Yeah,
Rashad. I
yeah.
spoke to
I was like, look, I couldn't take it for myself. I couldn't take it for myself. And when I seen it on his show, I was like, ooh, bars, bars.
I
Yeah.
got
So.
yeah, I got to shout him out. That's a good brother. Yeah, he's a good brother. I talked to Griff the other day too. So
Uh,
big up to brother Griff, brother Rashad. Good brother, man. Again, you can't be in
yep.
submission if you do not know the mission.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
where I come. We have to be able to know our mission, or at least be directed on what you're supposed to do, came here to do on this planet. And that's where people like myself come in, and Sister Golda in her own way, and Mr. Farrakhan in his own way, and Sister Tanetta Muhammad in her own way. And again, my dear sister, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on. Please, again, family, support our dear sister with this beautiful drive that she's having on Saturday, July 26th from 12 to 3 p.m. They'll have a bit of beverages there, but they want to give out 200 plus supplies with a big old bag and all that for the children at the 5462 Memorial Drive. Suite 100 is her suite, but it'll be right there in that parking lot. So donate as much as you can. Donate as much as you can. And again, thank you, sister. I'm definitely going to send a donation myself because I
Thank
know I'm not
you.
going to be able to be in town for it, but at least I could donate to it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And
Appreciate you.
happy
See you.
born day again. Love you much.
Love you more.
And
Thank you.
hope to see you soon. I got to get some soap from you. I know you're supposed to give me some soaps.
I got a whole kit I gotta give to you.
Yeah,
Dang,
that's right.
I got a whole kit. Okay, don't put me on blast on this show. Like I
Hey,
know you didn't just put me on
hey,
blast on this
no,
show.
you gave me the book, so it's all right. That's why you gave me the
Shout
book, so that
out.
was good to cover
Just
my
cover
mind.
by
So,
night.
so
Brother
I got the
Tarnetta.
book, my sister Tanetta Muhammad, but I know I
Okay.
gotta get the soaps I'm
I
supposed
gotta
to
get
tell
the
people.
soaps. I got you. I got you. But that book was a mission to get. Okay, please don't act like that was easy to
It
get.
was a mission.
It's
It
a whole
was
mission.
a
It's a whole
whole
mission.
a whole mission.
But
That
I
is.
got it, and I got your other stuff.
I love Sister Tanetta, the way she speaks, the way she presented herself. Powerful book in honor of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the work
Yes.
that he came through to do. So
Yes.
Happy born day again. Enjoy your birthday, your born day today, and enjoy whatever. And give those children a big old hug for me, okay?
I will. Thank you. All right,
All
peace,
right.
family. Let me
Take
go.
care. Peace out. Wa alaikum salam. Take care. All right, family. That's right. Make sure you support our sister. Here's all the information. It's all pinned to the top of the chat. It's happening on Saturday, July the 26th at 5462 Memorial Drive. Her suite is 100, and her business is called Experience Holistic Spa Wellness. She is one of my massage therapists out here alongside the one, the only Adara Moselle. Also, I recommend people like Karima King and different other people. And big up to her. And make sure you support the event coming up. It's all about support for me. It's all about showing love. There's her Cash App, her PayPal, her Zelle. Spread love, spread love, spread love. Remember, family, we'll be in Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Marriott with Queen of Four on August the 1st. Can't wait to be there. That's going to be beautiful. August 1st all the way to the 3rd. Man, heal thyself. Women, heal thyself. Sacred women. It's all about what's going on there. Big up to Lloyd Strayhorn, who will be in England on August the 23rd. Big up to Corey and Vanessa. Make sure you show them some love. Let me put their links in the chat also. Make sure you show them some love if you want to be out there. If you're going to be out there in London, England, or the UK, make sure you support Brother Lloyd Strayhorn's first time in England. First time in England. Make sure you support Brother Lloyd Strayhorn, and make sure you support Sister Queen of Four. Go to queenoffour.com. That's queenoffour.com. Show her some love for doing these great events. Join me on Patreon, family. My Patreon page is King Simon Productions. Join my professor, Dr. Aziz Muhammad, Dr. Abdul Aziz Muhammad at thevskjujitsu.com. Everybody's conversion into Chicago, July 25th through the 27th. I want to say condolences to one of my grandmasters that used to train us at When Worlds Collide back in the 90s. Grandmaster Soke Adam Battle. Grandmaster Soke Adam Battle. He just transitioned also in the martial arts world. Of course, big up to Ray DeJean, comedian extraordinaire and host. Big up to my cousin-in-law, Chip Smith, a.k.a. Charles Smith the third. He just passed on. And also, he used to be the host of Caribbean Billboard and a great musician, a great television and radio host. He just passed on. Family members just leaving in every aspect of my life. Also, big up to Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure y'all support Lloyd. Support Abundance Child. Support my son, Prince Imagine. Support 340worldwide.com. She helps provide services to help you grow your business. Make sure you call the number and support all the sponsors. And if you want to be a sponsor, hey, get that advertisement discount right now. All you have to do is text me if you got a great business and whatever you want to do. Make sure you contact if you want to be a sponsor or advertiser on my program. If you want to be a vendor for Queen of Four, please go to her website, queenoffour.com. That's queenoffour.com, queenoffour.com. If you want to be a vendor over there at that event. All right. So, like I like to close out, remember what Dr. B says: I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I am thankful for my life. Remember what Dr. Blair used to say: please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe, be great. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. And please donate to the channel. PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, Chime. Make sure you donate to the channel. Whatever you could donate, it helps. Everything helps. And we keep on doing what we got. This is a business. Remember, this is a business and this is a platform. I am a content creator and we always want the support. Look out for other things to come. I will be doing this lesson next. Numerovational, spiritual, and physical perspective of the question, are we fulfilling our cosmic alignment? Are we fulfilling our cosmic alignment? Let me say that again. Are we, I'm talking about myself also, are we fulfilling our cosmic alignment? Very important message that I have to offer on the day when I decide to do it. And so I hope to see y'all in the building. It's going to be a powerful, powerful message that I have to offer. Are we fulfilling our cosmic assignment? So get ready for this message that I'm going to pull out in a couple of days. I might not do it tomorrow. I might do it on Monday. If I don't do it tomorrow, I will do it on Monday. All right? So this is going to be a very powerful message that I'm going to share with you. All right? So have a great day, afternoon, or evening. Be safe. Be great. And remember, I love you because I love me. Take care. Today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? From the pristine position that we held in today's consciousness, here's a new show just for you every Tuesday called Today's Consciousness. Be there and enjoy all the great special guest stars that will be passing through on a new show called Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Are you ready to address all the things that are going on? And how can we heal today's consciousness? Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Right here on KSP TV. Today's Consciousness. What happened and how can we change it?
I want to thank Grandmaster and all the Grand Masters, male and female, that are here. And I want to thank you for demonstrating the greatness of your skill.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm confronted by him, the question is, what do I see in him? First of all, I see if we're taught that when we look at another man or brother or sister, when we look at our alternate's heart, we've got to see ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now the question is, what do you see? Do you see yourself or do you see someone capable of destroying you?
It's the numerovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. Some people think that this esoteric knowledge is for the rich and powerful. When in actuality, the so-called 85% has a spark in them that if it is sparked through numerology, astrology, numerovation, whatever, it will raise them up from an 85%, maybe to a 10%, and eventually they become the 5%.